Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Tutorials by DevDone. Today we'll be talking about the Quokka.js extension, and this extension we will be using it in VS Code. It could be used with any other text editor like Sublime or for WebStorm, and you will easily find this extension available there as well. Quokka.js is basically an extension provided in your text editor which will give you kind of a JavaScript playground where you can run your bits and pieces of code and see what the actual result is rather than having to console log the result and then run it on your browser to see what the result was. So let's install this plugin and see how it works. To install this plugin, what you have to do is go inside your extensions tab in your VS Code, and you will search for Quokka. You'll see this extension, and you'll, as I have it already installed here, you will get an option to install it. Once you have it installed, what we can do is say Ctrl Shift P and search for Quokka, and you'll see all the commands that are supported. So what you could do is create a new JavaScript file or create a new TypeScript file. You could also run the Quokka extension on an existing file. So for the purpose of this demo, let's create a new JavaScript file. Down below, you will see that there's a new output terminal for Quokka. This is where you will see all your errors that get generated or even console logs that you will write in your code. So as you start typing, this piece of code will get executed and you will see errors or you will see success as in how you type in your code. So let's create an object called person. So it says it's not defined. Let's give it a definition. It's an object which has a name property. As soon as you type in name, you will see that name is not defined. So let's type in and give it a name. And also give it an age property of age 30 and give it a location of India. Okay, so now we have a name object. What if we wanted to peek into this name object and see what the values are? We could just type in person and you will see that the person object is printed in line here. There can be scenarios where the object is very large. For that particular scenarios, you will get this Quokka extension right here and you will see the object will get printed in line. So let's say if we just write the array object, so you will see that this object is printed down here and you can see all the functions, all the prototypes assigned to it. Let's test it out with a function. So let's create a new function called multiplication. And what this basically will do is take two variables and provide the multiplication for it. So if you see here you'll see a gray dot, which means that this particular piece of code is not yet executed. Now let's create a result and we will provide it the multiplication function and we'll pass in values of 5 and 6. If we now look at what the result is, it will provide you 30. Now let's try modifying this to 70 and you'll see the result changing real time. This can be really helpful when you're trying to run some complex piece of calculation and you want to see what the result will be if a particular value is provided. Another scenario where this extension can come in really handy is while working with arrays. So like here we have this array of numbers. We want to run some operation on it. So let's say we want to run a map function and return each element multiplied by 50. So if we look at result, you will get the new array which has the multiplication done. You could also use filter and return only items which are greater than 50 and you will get the respective result here. You could also consider buying the Pro edition for the Quokka.js extension, which will give you much more features like seeing results in the live comments, also being able to have live performance testing for your API calls and seeing how much time it takes, and many such features. So go ahead and install the Quokka.js extension and try it for yourself. That's it for today. Thank you for watching the DevDone channel. Like, share and subscribe and stay tuned for many more videos coming up soon.